Good morning. Ooh. Okay, no, not the time. Not the time.
She just let me know, but they show no vision. Didn't say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. Didn't say you found it, but she doesn't want.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I have my phone with me because I'm recording on a camera. Hey. Never thought these times would come. Anywho's, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am talking about surrender, something I have talked about before, but today I'm just going to talk more in depth about surrendering and just my personal experience, because that's what my channel is a lot about how I'm navigating life, my journey, in hopes that, you know, people could connect and resonate with that and just apply it to their own lives. Some things, so I don't know, for me personally, just hearing what other people are going through and how they're navigating it helps me AF, for real. So I'm just putting out there what I want to see too. Please, y'all, create these kind of videos. I be needing them. But yes, today I'm talking about surrender. Surrendering to me is more than let go and let God. Surrendering is let go and let God. But for me now, it is also about not just, oh, let it go, I don't care, forget, God got me, I'm good. Now it's like, I got me, I'm good. God got me too, but I got me too. And just being there for myself as I navigate the darkest parts of my life, and being able to flip the perspectives of the things that I'm going through in order to make it to the other side. I just wanted to talk about surrender in particular because of what I'm going through, which is right now a time of uncertainty, anxiety, and just stress, and just things just feel so overwhelming and so much to bear, and I can't handle it, and I can't do it, and I just can't do it. It really just feels like a lot, and it feels like I'm being called to a time of surrendering, to just let it all go, stay the path, stay the course, but let it go, let it melt off your shoulders and give it away. Give it away don't mean don't care no more. Give it away for me just means take away its priority and importance to you and the weight that it has on you. So, for example, I would say my job is stressful, straight up. Now, I don't have, like, you know, I work from home. I mean, I'm blessed AF. I'm in an incredible position with my work, but it can be extremely stressful sometimes. And since I work from home, child, I close that laptop, the work is still there. It's like PTSD. I turn around, my laptop right there, ding, ding, ah! It's terrible. It's stressful. So it's just hard to escape that world, and I'm carrying it with me, and everywhere I go I'm thinking about what I'm going to do at work, how I'm going to do it. It's becoming a point where it is taking away the joy in my life. Like, I'm not dancing in the rain anymore, I'm not singing in the shower, like, I'm mute. Nothing's funny. When I cannot laugh, life is really hard. Like, you're telling me a joke and I'm like, where's the punchline, babes? Like, that's not funny. That's my vibe right now, and I hate when I get too serious, and I hate when life is just like not fun anymore. And in order to invite that fun, right, the thing that I want most is to bring the joy back to my life. I know that there's things that I need to shed and let go. Work stress is never going away. Even people who have careers that they love or passions that they love, it always comes with a bit of stress, especially if you're a perfectionist. You always want to perfect your craft, or, you know, every day is not always going to be a good day. So for me, I need to learn how to reduce and release my stress before it builds up and becomes a burden over my life. And that's something that I need to learn how to let go of. Letting go of letting things like work have such a big impact and effect on me and my mental, emotional, physical health, because it gets to a point where I'm so stressed I start to feel physically ill. Me duele, my stomach be hurting, my head be hurting, I'm not feeling good at all. So surrender, right? Let it go. Do that mean quit your job? No, I have bills to pay. But what it does mean is that for me, surrendering in this moment means find a way to, when you close that laptop, it all washes away. And that can be meditation, yoga. Those are things that I do that help me to pull away when I'm in too deep. But it's also something that it's about consistency. You cannot meditate once a month and be like, I don't know why I have anxiety still. Meditation is like an everyday thing. Yoga has to be like an every week thing. And these are things that I slack and slip on, because I'm one of those people, like, if you compare to antibiotics, you start feeling them effects immediately. Okay, you take your antibiotics on day 1, you like, I don't need to take it no more. Now on day 7, infection is back and now you're fighting for your life. That's very similar to what it's like when it comes to consistency and the things that help you to de-stress and deregulate. So if I'm feeling stressed, I meditate. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't need to meditate no more. I'm zen. I'm good inside. 3 days later, I'm looking around. The world is on fire. I'm like, how did I get here? Where did I go wrong? And it's because self-care has to be every single day. It has to be something, and it has to be small, so that it's something that you can maintain. When you try to make big changes in your life, they don't happen. When that comes to fitness, mental health, anything. So if you say, oh, if you're someone who don't meditate ever at all, and you be like, I'm gonna meditate every day for 1 hour, I promise you, you will do that for 1 day and never again. You have to start small and do things feasible, because we as human beings, we get, I don't know the exact word, but basically there's this thing with us where we get tired if something is too challenging and we don't want to do it anymore. Something more feasible would be, I'll meditate for 5 minutes every other day. And then as you do that, you go ahead and build up 15 minutes, 20 minutes, You don't just go swinging out the gate. Oh, I'm going to work out every single day for 3 hours. No. I'm going to work out every other day for 30 minutes, work my way up. You have to get the habit started in your life before you can get to that version of you that you're thinking of in your mind that can work out every single day, that can meditate every single day for an hour. It's good to be able to visualize and see where you want to go, but you don't take big steps to get there. It takes little tiny steps up the stairs to get to where you want to go. And that is it's a challenging mindset, because you know, when you start something, you feel so motivated. You feel so, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all, I'm gonna do it immediately, I'm gonna do so good at it. It's gonna be perfect, it's gonna be amazing. Next thing you know, it's literally not, neither nor, none of that. And then you get discouraged. And one thing that you don't want to do is discourage yourself on your journey. You want to lift yourself up, because who's going to discourage you? Everybody around you. Okay, this world, this earth, strangers, those are the outside factors that's supposed to be discouraging. You should not discourage yourself. You should be your biggest fan. The person that drives you to move through the things that you want to do and the things that you want to accomplish. Now this all seems off track, doesn't it? It all seems off track, doesn't it? Because you're just like, what does got to do with surrendering though? And let me tell you, I don't know. No, let me stop. But I think that little dip is important, because when it comes to surrendering, it takes the same kind of discipline. You don't just wake up one day and let it all go. Some people do, like me. I do that all the time, actually. But for your regular average citizen, it takes small little steps before you fully surrender yourself. You have to learn to prioritize in order to surrender, because you have to realize what is worth surrendering. What do I want to keep? What things are of value to me? Because when it comes to that ultimate surrendering, I let it all go, you're not letting go of the things and the people that you care about. That's one thing that I have a problem with. For a long time, I always say for a long time because y'all, I've been going through stuff for a long time. But for a long time, I've made people, things disposable. Like when I'm in the storm of it all, I drop everything, everyone, never care, don't. It's a problem. It's problematic AF actually, because one, those people won't be around when you're done. When you're done in your little, because things don't last forever, right? Emotions are temporary. That's why it's important not to make decisions based on how you feel. Only make decisions on what you truly know. And what you feel and you know is kind of hard to decipher, but what you feel is fleeting, right? Sadness is fleeting. Happiness is fleeting, like things that don't last forever. But things you know are things that you know, like in your heart and your mind are in sync. I am a person. Your heart and your mind knows this. But when you're at conflicts with yourself, usually that's a feeling. So if you say, oh, I feel ugly, but then your mind is like, but you're the baddest bitch I ever seen in my life. You're conflicted. That's a feeling. And that's the only way that I can really think about it, because that's something that I battle with too, is what is real? Basically in my mind up here. Is it something that I am crafting in my thoughts? Is it from my experiences? Like, what is real? And what is real is what we know. It just feels right and true, and it can go the distance with time. And yeah, I just think that you have to learn to prioritize what you know is important, but also make sure that in the midst of it all, you don't dispose of things, people, places based on fleeting feelings. Do it on things you know. So if you know somebody's not good for you, let them go. But if you don't feel good about yourself and you don't want nobody around you, so you cut everybody off, that's a feeling. And there's consequences for your actions when you do stuff like that. And I think for me, for a long time, I couldn't surrender and I couldn't make room for breakthroughs to happen in my life because I didn't trust myself. And I didn't trust my decisions. I didn't trust my thoughts. I didn't trust the people in my life. Like, for me, I was just a bad source. Like, I was like, anything that's coming from me, not valid, not true. I cannot trust that girl. She's here, she's there. Which was true. Which was true. I was left, right, up, down, side. But creating that distrust in myself led to bigger issues, when in reality I should have been navigating shame, which is why I felt a distrust in myself. I felt shameful about the decisions I had made thus far, and the things that I had done thus far in my life. I should have been navigating shame instead of saying I can't trust myself, because that's not true. You know yourself better than anybody else, and you have this knowing about yourself, about what is right for you, where you need to go, where you're headed, and that you are going to be okay. But you have these things in the back of your mind that says, no, I don't think so. But that is shame. That is doubt. That is anxiety. Those things are not you. And it's crazy because it's just like, but if she's talking in my head, like, that's a part of me. That's not a part of you. That is separate and outside of you. You are this knowing that is, I would say, more positive. That side of you that is negative, doubtful, shameful, that is not you. Those are outside experiences. It's your ego. It's a brace. So, like, for example, when you're falling in love with someone, you love them so much, you feel so good, but you have that thing in the back of your mind, what if they cheat on me? What if they leave me? Those thoughts, you may think, oh, these are just realistic thoughts. It's not realistic. Those are past traumas and experiences trying to brace you, right? Trying to protect your ego. Trying to make sure that, anything can happen. Just be careful. You're not supposed to live like that. And it's actually hella stressful to always have these thoughts in the back of your mind that are negative, that don't support you, that create distrust in what you do and how you live your life. And the only way to navigate those kind of things is to rework your mind. And that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of work. If you are someone who plays tag in your mind on bad thoughts, you know, you're just going back and forth with yourself all day, all the bad things that can happen, all the outcomes. It's so hard to rework your mind, to tell your mind, no, anxiety, stop. You know that little meme, like it's really hard to stop all that from going on in your brain, because especially if that's all you listen to, that's all you know, it may feel like you're knowing, like the knowing that I've been referring to. It may feel like this is my truth, this is who I am. No, it is not. You have to learn to separate yourself from your thoughts. So for me, for a long time, I always used that meme of SpongeBob in his mind, where he's sitting down at the desk and he's just watching all the screens. Or, you know, it was going crazy. They had all the papers, they were storing all the fires, and he's just sitting there chilling, like, because you are not your mind, you are not your thoughts. Those things are everything but you, actually. They craft your experiences. They have a lot to do with our actions, how we do things, how we move. But the thing about the mind is that thoughts are fleeting, just as emotions are. And a lot of our emotions start in our mind. So before I have a panic attack, which I used to have frequently, I'll have in my mind like, oh, this happened today, da 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 da. And then, oh, I don't like how I look. And like, it's like a slow buildup. You just like going bam, 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 bam. All these negative thoughts. And you just think it's normal. So you just got it on play. You just going on with your little day-to-day life. Ooh, I hate my job. Ooh, I ain't making enough money. Ooh, I can't afford that. And you just going. It just builds up, builds up, builds up. Then all of a sudden you're shaking, you're freaking out, you're having a panic attack. You don't know what's going on. And that's the scariest thing about a panic attack, is because you can't tie it to your emotions. You can't tie it to your mind. Your body starts physically reacting to what's going on in your head. And if you're someone who always have thoughts on replay, you don't even realize that these thoughts are going on. It's like you hear them, but you're so used to them that just like, you're not really listening anymore. You're just letting them pile on, and you're subtly taking them in, storing them, and then your body's having a physical reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a panic attack. And yeah, it's really scary, and it takes a lot of work to stop them and to be free of them. And again, what does this have to do with surrendering? Because you have to surrender up here in your mind before you can physically surrender in your life. You have to let it go up here first before you let it go in real life. So like, for example, when you're in a relationship, I say that because everybody got bad relationship experiences. But say for example, like when you're in a relationship, you have to let it go mentally before you can physically. You can't be deeply in love with someone, riding a dying track queen, you know, you cannot be there mentally and be like, actually, we're done. Actually, I can't be with you no more. Actually, I'm bossing up. I'm doing better. Big bag. Bye. You're not there. You have to surrender up here first. Actually, I don't care. Actually, I don't care about you anymore. Actually, I decided that I deserve better. Then you go right up to them and say, I don't need you anymore. Don't come home. Pack your bags and go. No, but seriously, you have to learn to surrender up here, right here, up there in the brain first. Another thing that I consider like letting go that will bring you that peace, that newness in your life, is letting go of managing other people's emotions. If you're a people pleaser, this is for you. You have to learn to not let other people's emotions or your perception of their emotions affect you, or you even try to navigate it. So for example, I'm one of those people who, if I used to, right now I'm on IDGAF. I was one of those people where if I perceived that you were upset at me, I would go above and beyond to make sure that you were not upset with me. Like if I feel like your responses were too short, like I'm reading deeply into every single thing that you do. I am If I feel like you're mad at me, oh, maybe I'm gonna show a little bit more love. Oh, hey, because I feel like I upset you. Mind you, you didn't even tell me you're upset. You didn't say you had a problem. I'm over reading over. Mind you, I'm an anxious person. So if I even perceive that you're upset, or I used to, I would go crazy trying to figure out what did I do? What did I? Mind you, you at home just scrolling on TikTok, having the time of your life. I'm over here in distress, thinking, what did I do to you? What can I do right? It's all like a perceived thing in my mind. And it's not real. It's not true. Again, it's not real. Discovering reality can be so life-changing. Because what you think is real and true is not what is in your mind, but is what you can see. So for example, if I perceive that someone is upset with me, I ask. Or if they don't say nothing, I don't say nothing. So if I send you a paragraph and you send me back one word, I'm not gonna, the old me will be like, oh my gosh, they're so mad at me. What do I do? Now I'm sending back another paragraph. Oh girl, I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings, girl? Please forgive me. Now they just send me back one word. I'd be like, all right, like, they ain't told me they was mad. I can't assume you're mad. Can't figure you out. I don't read minds. And that is my go-to phrase now. Like, I don't read minds. So you have to tell me, you have to open your mouth and tell me like what's going on with you. Granted, I'm a woman, you know, I date a woman. I'm friends with women. You know, there's a little mind reading there. You know, women are always so telling the truthy. Sometimes you do have to read a little bit of minds, but it is not my full-time job anymore. Sometimes it's like I pick and choose my battles, whether I want to try to figure out what's going on with you, in between, figure that out for yourself, girl, and let me get back to me when you figure it out. That has helped me to let go of so much pressure on my interactions with people. It makes you not want to talk to people because you low-key scared of, are they going to be mad? Or you're reading into every single thing. It's even hard to make a post. It's hard to send a message. It's hard to show love because you're reading into every single word. You have to be carefree in this life. You cannot live your best life analyzing every second word in detail. It is stressful. We are not meant for stress. I'm sorry. Humans are very delicate beings. We are. I know we're mighty strong. We be in the jungles, whatever, but we're delicate AF. We cannot handle a lot of stress, a lot of confusion. It literally harms us. Like, long periods of stress will mess with you physically. Your body will start shutting down like an MF. All of a sudden, you're sick all the time. You always have something going on with you, like with your health. No. So you let it go, you surrender. I let it go. This will not stress me out anymore. You gotta learn how to surrender. You gotta learn how to let that shit go. Actually, I don't care. And that's not good. Don't be saying you don't care, because I be doing that and it's very hurtful. But yeah, I say that's another way that I personally surrender in my life. I let go of perceived emotions. What I think is going on with you, what is actually going on with you, is two separate things. But just to end all this chit chat, I just want to say that you have to let things work out for you. You have to let the work work. You know what I mean? You don't have to work too hard for the things that you want. The things that are for you are effortless. So if life is a little too hard and is doing a little too much, let go. Something needs to be let go. Something is not right on your track and your path, and it's causing all these other loopholes in your life. When you simplify your life, it gets simple. Simply. Whenever you overexert yourself, you're doing too much. Like I said, stress, it will mess with you physically. If you're messed up physically, you cannot make sane decisions. You cannot. Making decisions under stress, strife, and anxiety will be some of the worst decisions you make ever. You have to be calm, at peace, loving life, joy. Those are when you make the best decisions for yourself and that are truly right for you. Because the decisions that you're making under stress and strife, they're right for you in that moment, but are they right for you long term? Probably not. Probably not. So I just say, surrender, let it go. and make room for what you want in your life. A lot of the baggage that we have can't come to every season. So if you jealous, you envious, and your next season is about love and community, you can't bring that with you. So you're going to realize you're having trials and tribulations all surrounding jealousy, envy, because that's something that you need to let go. Or you can't come, because you can't bring that with you. It can't get in the club, girl. We all about community. We all about love over here. Or say, for example, you're a stress eater, and your next season is about body yaddy. You're going to realize you're having trials and tribulations. Everybody invite you to the buffet, to the birthday dinner. Everybody drink, shot o'clock. That cannot come with you. So you're going to realize you feel like you keep being set back, you stagnant. It's because it can't come with you. You have to surrender. You have to leave them bags at the door. You can't bring it in. But yes, y'all, that's my conversation on let it go. Thank you guys for watching.